If you're a repeat watcher of Weapons and Warfare, you have no doubt heard us talk about the work that's being done by the team at BlueHalo. It's been a big year for the Virginia-based defense technology company, so we recently caught up with Jonathan Moneymaker for a comms check. In early May, AeroVironment announced its acquisition of BlueHalo was complete, saying the move reinforces its status as a global leader in defense technology across air, land, sea, space, and cyber domains, bringing projects like the LOCUST laser weapon system under the AeroVironment umbrella. Jonathan Moneymaker, BlueHalo's former CEO and now strategic advisor to AeroVironment, says LOCUST is a key component of an integrated layered defense strategy against counter-UAS and drones.
The core guts of it is that acquisition tracking and pointing component that we're world-class at, and then we've now built that into a completely vertically integrated laser weapon system. You see here a fixed installation that can be roll-on, roll-off for something like a carrier in a maritime environment to a forward operating base.
Moneymaker says one of the biggest features of the LOCUST is the ability to use it with multiple platforms.
And whether that's something that we've been working on with DRS, where we're combining kinetic and laser weapon systems onto a common vehicle, or looking at it from just a more ubiquitous gun sight mount. If you can have that level of precision tracking for a threat, whether it's a laser or kinetic system, the increase of effectiveness just goes through the roof.
As with any new system, the big question is what kind of range can users expect? BlueHalo tells us that depends on the configuration of the deployment, but Moneymaker says it's in the 20 to 30 kilowatt range.
Our approach around focusing on that advanced stabilization allows us to be far more effective at lower power grades, which makes the system more affordable, easier to maintain, and as it's been operationally deployed very, very successfully. So as we're looking at kind of the threats that we're getting after, you're really looking at up to Group 3 threats from a counter-UAS standpoint and starting to expand into that counter-rocket and mortar market.
It's no secret the Navy put a big emphasis on making projects like LOCUST a priority, emphasizing its desire to use affordable, effective means to meet the threats like the ones being used in the Red Sea by groups like the Houthis.
The great thing about LOCUST is that it's operationally proven. The fact that it can be deployed in a roll-on, roll-off capability allows it to support a carrier group that may be, changing plans and deploying into an area like the Red Sea where you need that type of protection. You can deploy it on the fantail of a ship and have it area of responsibility and defend the ship against incoming counter-UAS or applications on the surface of the water as well.
The Army started using LOCUST to counter drone threats in 2022, even sending it overseas and using the LOCUST in its palletized high-energy laser system, making the move to the fleet the next logical evolution of the system.
We're excited to be expanding into the maritime application. And again, I think it fits solely into our broader layer defense strategy from our Titan counter-UAS products all the way up to our Freedom Eagle missile. And that laser weapon system right in the middle gives it the full complement to defend our nation.